Sometimes he's not yet.
He's getting ready.
Yeah, I think they're together. Okay, so you're going to help me, right?
I'm going to help you.
I don't think that there's going to be a lot of traffic, and there's a truck coming out in front of me, so I know he's going to be moving slow, and my traffic
I see a car who's moved to the left.
My traffic just moved out. That would be my traffic. When that should be. I'm just going to stay behind him because he may actually accelerate faster than I'm going to.
Yep.
Okie dokie. Did you have a good sleep last night?
Yeah, it was interesting and nice. It continued the tradition of all places we stay have to be next to a highway.
Well, that is true. It was next to a highway, and I did hear trucks going by in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
When I was awake,
Cows.
I heard cows. I never heard Ada. Ada never got upset. Oops.
Right.
But yeah, I'm going to try to get him in frame a little bit more. There we go. So Ada never got upset. She didn't hear the cows. I don't think she cared about the trucks, right? And it wasn't noisy. It was just, it was kind of quiet noisy, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It was white noise.
Yeah.
Which was nice. So why are we talking about sleeping last night, specifically? We were at our first harvest host, and we had the best, we had a really, really positive experience in many ways with our harvest host.
Yep.
There were some, I don't want to say roadblocks, some little bumps along the way for both them and for us.
Right.
But all in all, delightful people.
Right. Really helped us out with Ada's vet.
Really helped us, get a vet for Ada to be able to get our CVI to go for Alaska. It's not to go into Alaska, it's just so that we can get her help if she needs it when we are in Alaska.
Right.
And yeah, it was
really,
good.
Really laid back, chill people.
They are really laid back, chill people. And we were pretty laid back and chill with them, so I think that helped them remain laid back and chill.
Yeah, we must have tried backing the rig in about 14 times and we're moving gravel around, and the guy was like, don't worry about it, it's just gravel. And I was like, yeah, but we're tearing it up, and we're not being really successful. He's like, it's just gravel, don't worry about it. I'm good if you're good. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, and I think, they have 3 pull-through sites. They can take 4 rigs at a time. 3 of them are pull-through sites, and they have electricity, and we had requested one of those. But when you come in and park, you get first dibs on wherever you're going, and they had 3 motorized RVs, 2 of which didn't need big pull-through sites, right? That parked in the 3 spots, which means when we got there was nowhere for us to park. But they found a place. It's a farm. He found a place for us to park. We thought we were going to have a 30 amp hookup.
We got 50.
We actually got a 50 amp hookup. We didn't use it because we didn't need AC or anything last night. But yeah, they were just so sweet to us, and they have a nice little store that we were able to go to.
Yeah, their store for meat is an honor system. You basically walk in and take stuff out of the freezer or the refrigerator and mark it down and give them the PayPal or whatever and walk back out again. And they had steak and chicken and pork and sausage
and bratwurst and eggs and cheese and all kinds of stuff for you to buy. So we definitely, it was definitely worth having us there.
Oh, yes.
So, which is good. But yeah, just really delightful people. So the whole thing with Ada, I did not realize that you need a certificate of veterinary inspection if your dog needs to see a vet in Alaska. This is not a requirement to go over the border to Alaska. This is if she needs help when she's there. So super important for me to get that done so that if something happened, I could get her help. So yeah, and we spent over an hour yesterday calling vets, near the KOA that we're going to right now, and near the next stop after that, which is we're going to stop at Teddy Roosevelt so that I can see Prairie Dog Town, and then we'll be heading into Canada. And we had Matt spent over an hour calling vets. I think he talked to like 10 vets. Most of them didn't know what a CVI was, or they didn't do anything online. I was just kind of shocked with that. So they couldn't do it. And we went to what she told me she's a farm vet. But we called her and said, yeah, can you come right now? Well, we still had the wrinkly on. Yeah. So we had to drop the trailer, and we just dropped it in a space we could drop it real quick. And then we, moved it later, which was fine. We moved it over so we could get to the plug-in, because we probably could have made it the night without electricity, to be honest with you.
It would have been very cold.
Yeah, but you just snuggle under the blankets.
Right.
The cold doesn't bother me. Hot bothers me. And I don't even know if I had the heat on upstairs. Did you turn it on upstairs for me? So we pulled in at, it was probably 3:30, 4 o'clock, because we had to be there.
Yeah, 3:20.
It was 3:20. She gave us a time we had to be there by. We rolled in right before it. And I have to say, we got there was one other person waiting to be seen, and when we left, there was a lot of people waiting to be seen at the vet. So, it was just like a little country vet. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was. I told the host, I said, this is the prototypical harvest host story, right? You need help with a vet, and you pull in and you ask the farmer that you're staying with, and he gives you the vet name, and you go and you take care of it, and it just was really great. So
yeah,
it worked out really, really well, and we would definitely stay there. The Frickson Family Farm was really, really great, and they were really nice, and
super easy to get onto. It's near Dakota, Minnesota, so right next to the Mississippi River off of Interstate 90.
Yes.
So it's really convenient, easy to get to, no bad turns. I mean, the road is the road, so it's a little washboard, but then so is Interstate 90 at that point. So I don't know that it's in any, that's the road to get there. Once you get onto their farm, it's extremely well maintained. Very manicured, very pretty.
And the last turn, as you get off the interstate, before you turn onto the access road for their property, there's a really nice big truck stop there. It's not a Love's, but there was something else. So if you needed gas coming in or leaving in the morning, you could get that with your rig hooked up. So really, all in all, really convenient. So if you show up with veggies of any sort and a little bit of sides, you go shopping. You can get gas and go shopping for meat and have a great meal while you're there. And Ada had her first experience with cows, so I've got some video of that, and we'll put that into the trailer roll.
Yeah, she thought she was going to bark at him, but then she realized just how big they are.
Yeah.
So
she made friends with there was a little baby calf who, as soon as Ada came out for her evening walk last night, the baby calf came over, and then there were 5 or 6 others, and Mom came over, and they all looked at each other, and Ada just didn't quite know what to do when they got way bigger in her sight, when they got a lot closer, so it freaked her out a little.
Ada. Was that good? Do you want some more? That was bribing the girl to be in the photo. I'm just saying. Was that yummy? Do you like Hardee's eggs? Because Mommy doesn't, which is why you're getting it. There might be some more. But that's it. That's all of it. You got it all. Did Mommy get a kiss for that? Maybe that was it. That's it. All gone. You're not old enough for coffee yet. Sorry. You're a good girl. You are a good girl. Attention goes a long way, doesn't it, princess? Little attention goes a long way. Yeah, I know. I love you too bad. Not with the earrings, please. See, you could hurt mommy if you got my earrings accidentally. She's done.
Nap time.
Done.
Good morning. Welcome to the KOA in Jackson.
So we're on our way from Walmart to Hy-Vee and saw the little fair, and I had to stop because my wife shot her left arm across the cab, grabbed my shirt, and said, "Curds. They have curds."
All I said was, look, they have curds.
And you know what I'm talking about, guys. It was, yes, go fetch now. And I have to admit,
They're good.
those are pretty good. I upped it with mini donuts, just saying. I think I get husband points. So you know that you've fully gotten into the RV lifestyle when the highlight of one of your days is going to Walmart first, and then a Walmart that's got a good RV section. And then the third thing is when you find a new sewer hose utility tool to make connecting your sewer better. That's when you know you've gone full RV.
Good morning.
It's definitely morning.
It's early.
early.
Well, it was when we got up. It's not that early now, but yeah.
Drive day 6, leaving the KOA in Jackson.
Yeah.
We had a really good 3 or 4 days there of really beautiful weather, and of course today we woke up to rain and nasty, and but we managed to get out pretty decent.
Yeah, I feel stupid because last night before we went to bed, I was like, I could put the main slides in. It was still beautiful out, and he had just cleaned the slides. I should have put them in, and we could have put all 3 of them in, to be honest with you, but
it was late. We had full-time working people next door to us, and I didn't want to be
those people.
Yeah.
Although I don't know the slides are that noisy outside. They're more noisy inside, I think, than outside. But, yeah, it wasn't that late. It was like 8:30, 9 o'clock when we went upstairs.
Yeah.
But still, we were just outside of quiet hours.
So what did you think of the campground? Stay again? Yes.
Oh yeah, definitely stay again. The people that own it are really sweet and really nice, and I don't think they've owned it very long from what you said.
About 2 years.
2 years. They are working on that campground really hard. They had in like the mid to late afternoons, they were working on roads and putting gravel down on sites and putting dirt down. I think they said that they had just upgraded some of the sites to 50 amp from 30 amp.
Right.
They've redone the laundry room at some point. Everything looks fresh and clean, and like I said, they're just really, really nice people on top of everything else.
Yeah, they were so helpful. Several different times they helped us with understanding a couple of things in local area and recommendations. Just really fantastic, and so we will definitely stay there again. And really neat family atmosphere. Memorial Day weekend, kids playing in the pool, people playing cornhole. Really, really nice. So overall, a really good stay.
Yeah, I mean, and it's a journey. So my understanding is those are set up for shorter stays than the holidays are. But it still had a lot for the kids to do. So it's not like it's just an overnight stop. And then this area has some really cool things, especially if you go down into Iowa and go, I think it's Silver Lake is really close to here.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot you can do in this area, too. So definitely somewhere I would come back and do a little bit of, touring around and seeing what's in the area.
Yeah, I mean, if you had a boat, bringing it down and putting it on the lake would be really neat.
Yeah. On top of that, it's only about an hour and a half north of the company that I work for. I'm sneaking by without seeing them. But yeah, so it's super close to that too. So not I wouldn't want to commute down there, but if I had to be down there,
excuse me.
I would definitely stop coming in and out to go down in there.
Yep. So we did a lot of different projects. There so we'll have that video coming out a little later. A lot of little things that we've been needing to get done. We still have a couple of things to do. I got another project coming up, the next one. We'll be working on the suspension and doing the 3,000 mile service on that, so stay tuned for that. But other than that, today is day 6 of travel, and we are headed for
Fargo, North Dakota.
Right. Specifically the Fargo Air Museum.
Yes.
Another one of our last, quote, second, unquote, reservations. They were probably busy, closed over the weekend, and so they just got back to us this morning. We were on our way before we got the email confirming our Harvest Host stay. Going to be a little interesting. We're a little worried about getting the truck in, so we'll call them in a couple hours before we get too close and say, hey, can we get a 70-foot rig in your parking lot? Looks like there's some camping, some spots around. We need to hit CVS and Target and a couple of other things.
Yeah, I had a prescription called in to the CVS that's right next to the museum. So I'm really glad because we were going to the museum either way,
right? Whether
we could stay or not. So, yeah.
So about 4 hours nominal, probably 5 with the stop to get some gas and take a break.
And we should get there early afternoon and be able to walk around the museum. And they even said well-behaved dogs were allowed to come into the museum. We'll have to see if Ada wants to be well-behaved at that moment.
Right. So, kind of excited about that Harvest Host first cultural museum.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it. Other than that, here's some pictures of the campground and some of our sunny weather and some of the thanks for watching. Stay tuned.